So we're back with yet another installation of the Johnny Somali saga, and like I always say, Korea needs to lace up them boots and have this guy wait in jail until his trial starts, because I'm pretty sure that there are some people who are avoiding going to Korea solely because they don't want to run into Johnny Somali. And I don't blame them. This guy's the worst thing that happened to South Korea since they divided that bitch in half. I have never seen someone facing as much jail time as him still be able to go out and live life like they aren't. Like, what South Korea is doing is literally the equivalent of us letting Luigi start his own Twitch channel. Like, no, keep this dude locked up until we figure out what to do with him. It's simple, and it's not like Korea doesn't have the right to do it. You guys know, since he first got arrested, he has not stopped trying to make this a thing that makes him go viral. Which, I mean, it did at first when he was getting posted by all these news companies, but now we're all like, okay, there's a thing called prison where criminals wait to be punished. I don't know if you guys have heard of it. It's a pretty standard practice in any developed country. But for some unknown reason, Korea does not want to keep this guy behind bars, and I've said this a million times and so have the people in the comments, but not having him in jail so he can quote-unquote get more charges only works the first few times. After that, it's just annoying. Like, at this point, he knows that nothing is going to happen to him until the day he is sentenced, so he's trying to build up his following as much as he can, thinking that they are all going to stay loyal to him while he's in jail anticipating his release. But as for the rest of us, we're all waiting for the day we never have to hear about him again. But a couple weeks ago, I made a video showing Johnny Somali going into an amusement park, and while there, he thought it would be hilarious if he went into a place meant for children and then let his TTS say inappropriate things directed towards children. I'm obviously not going to play it, and even if I did, it was all in Korean, but it's obvious that everyone around him is getting uncomfortable, while of course Johnny thinks it's hilarious, until he was eventually asked to leave by one of the people who works there. Now, when this happened, people like us were the ones who were mad. The Korean government didn't even know this happened until today. So actually, when this was first brought up in court, they didn't do anything about it because they didn't have all the evidence. They probably saw what he was accused of and they're like, he's bad, but he's not a But lo and behold, a few months later, after Korea is like, wait a second, those were children? Did they decide to add another charge? So going over to our trusty Johnny Somali updater legal mindset, he has now let us know and is showing us the legal paperwork that was filed for the incident I just talked about. You can see his name right here, and then this translates to purpose of complaint. I hereby accuse the defendant of violating the Child Welfare Act, forcing, mediating, sexually harassing, etc. a child, hereinafter referred to as violating the Child Welfare Act. So I request that you punish the defendant for the above crime. You should also put him in jail. Like, I'm sure they mean jail time when they say punishment, but Korea's like, we'll just let this guy roam the streets as punishment. For who? Us? What? But it says, and not that it matters anymore, he could be hit with a lifetime charge and he could still be throwing noodles everywhere. But according to this, it says any person who violated Article 71 is getting imprisonment with hard labor for no more than 10 years and a $36,000 fine. Now, he also shows us this chart of some of the major things Johnny is charged with. And as you can see, along with this new charge that I'm sure he's going to plead not guilty to, that's over 55 years in prison. We thought Vitaly had it bad, and I mean, he kind of does, but at least he'll be out in a reasonable time. Johnny will potentially be 80 years old when he is finally released. Dude's gonna be as old as Bill Cosby when he finally gets out. Look, I don't know how much more time they want to give him, but I think that's enough. I doubt he'll even live till 80 in jail. Like, he can't stream, he can't get the attention of the people around him, so I guess I can't blame him for trying to break as many laws as he can. He's basically going out with a bang like, I dare you to try and stop me. And they're like, no, we're good, we don't want to stop you. And he's like, I dare you. And he's like, no, we don't want to stop you. We don't. Hey guys, still working on getting my Instagram account back. If I don't get it back today, I'll just make a new one. Until tomorrow. Peace.